If I took away all your houseplants and you had to start at zero in a new city without any soil, any pots, or any pesticides, and no IKEA greenhouse, what plant would you pick at a basic nursery? Remember, limited options: English ivy, pothos, maybe a monstera, peace lily, philodendron, syngonium, and you have mediocre lighting at best in your house. What plant are you gonna choose? And are you sure about that? As some of you know, I recently encountered this while living in Spain. I have no houseplants yet. So I woke up today and decided today's the day I'm gonna get my first houseplant. So I thought, logically, what's the best plant I could have right here on my tabletop for lower light, easy to care for? I don't have to transplant it. I don't really have to fertilize it that much. And knowing that I'm gonna go to a really basic nursery, so you have those 10 or so different houseplants that you can choose from. So I decided on a tabletop 4-inch, 6-inch monstera that I could sit right here. But things don't always go to plan. So I went to my downtown local florist here and they had the classics. They had marantas, they had peace lilies, they had pothos, of course, but I'm basic, but I'm not that basic. So when that didn't work out and they didn't have my monstera, I called a local nursery about 30 miles into the hills of Spain and decided we gotta go on a little adventure. So off we go into the beautiful, recently rained on, green, luscious hillsides of Spain to find this picturesque nursery nestled into the hills that had like a fountain and a cafe inside. It was one of the most beautiful nurseries I've ever been to. Of course, it had an indoor section, an outdoor section, all of the most beautiful ceramic pottery, and it was just a really well-designed, beautiful nursery. So I went and found what I was looking for. I found the monsteras, but they were not that healthy. They were overwatered and kind of neglected, and they were in those, you know when they put the monsteras in like that 10 or 12-inch buckets, and they're just not that healthy looking, you can see. So I decided that wasn't the thing for me, and I just took the L on the day, bought my kids a couple strawberry plants that I promised them, and I would just order a Tycon or something online and have it delivered. But then I walked into the palm section. And just this room of palms is one of the most beautiful rooms. And I found this. A giant, variegated, double-stemmed bird of paradise. I mean, look at that friggin' leaf. I could not believe it was just sitting right there and no one had touched it. It has like 3 to 4 different leaves with different types of variegation and some awesome stem striping on it also. And it was 75 euros, which is like $85. And it's hitting my ceiling. It's like 9-10 feet tall. So of course, I didn't just walk away with a couple strawberry plants. I'm completely irrational. The dopamine hit, and I had to buy this bad boy. I mean, can you blame me? And it's 2 plants, so we're gonna separate it and have 2 like 10-inch bird of paradise, one variegated that I've never seen in real life before. This leaf is like 2 feet across. So my question to you remains, rationally, logically, what's your first houseplant? And then emotionally and irrationally, and when that dopamine hits, what are you gonna choose? This is the thing I love about houseplants. It's never rational and it's so much fun. The adventure you get to go on and the plant you find, it never goes to plan, but there's far worse addictions we all could have. So thank you for watching this week. I'm gonna go transplant this and split it into 2 different pots. I'll put it on Instagram when I have a proper potted photo, but I wanted to show you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week in a new video.